Hey, this is Amazon Dude in Wyoming. This is my third video today. I must be like Trump. They're going to call us schizophrenic, or they're going to call us people who are tired of the bullshit. And we're not going to let them punch us in the face without a punch in their face right back at them. Jim Acosta got pissed off at me today, so I was kicked off Twitter for 7 days because I asked him how does it feel to be punched out by a girl, Sarah Sanders, and I called him a pansy. But the strange thing is people can hold up on the chopped off heads of our president and say, fuck you, and all of that kind of stuff on people's web pages or on people's Twitters, but nothing ever happens to them. But I call Jim Acosta a pansy, and I don't mean that in a you're a gay fucker kind of way. I just mean that he doesn't like women very much. And he always tries to bash women. I don't see him ever bashing men, because they probably would pound the living shit out of the little boy. Pansy. Pansy. Jim Acosta is a pansy. Don Lemon is a poop packer. God. Rachel Maddow. I don't know what that is. Is that a man or a woman? I call it an it. Herman Munster's sister. So there you have it. Fuck you, media. You can shut me off of Twitter. I'll just get a new account. You can shut me off of Facebook. I'll get a new account. Hell, I'll take a picture of somebody, a stranger at a fucking mall, and get back onto both of them. I want the government to break your asses up. I'm sick of your shit. You protect your evildoers, but you won't let a conservative voice get out there. You took Alex Jones off. You buck up against Candace Owens. So it's not our colors, and it's not our lot in life. It's our philosophy that you don't like. We know what you guys are. We figured you out. You're awake. We're awake. And no matter how much you beat up on President Trump, you're not going to win. You know why? Because there's 65 fucking million of us that know what you are. And that's just the ones that made it to the poll last time. 2 years later, I'll bet there's 95 million of us. So if you're going to make up ballots in the back room, you better get the fuck after it, man. Because we're coming out. And we're going to put you in jail. And we're going to take your assets. Remember that little deal on pedophile rings and ill-gotten gains? Yeah. We're coming for your money, your slush money. We took a bunch of it away from you in Congress. Took a bunch of it away from you in the Department of Justice. Well, we took a bunch of it away from Elizabeth Warren and her little Better Business Bureau. That was a funding funnel for the Democrat Party. I told Trump that 2 days after he had office. I said, you know what? You want to break the Democrats' back? Find their money. Trace the money. Find out who's getting what. Okay? And same with the border. Who's getting rich off of human trafficking? Who's getting rich off of gun running? Who's getting rich off of drugs? Who's getting rich off of all of America's woes? Trace the money. So, anyway, I'm making my famous prime rib for dinner tomorrow. I did my Herceptin and my cancer treatment today. Don't worry, it's just Pepsi. It was a long day. It was fast. At times, my girlfriend, Hillary, can you believe that? I actually know a lady named Hillary, and she has cancer, and she still has her boobs though, and she doesn't have to go through the treatment that I did, which scares me because she's much younger than I am. She's only like 35, so I got like 20 years on her, and I don't know if it's for lack of really good insurance or what. And that's what scares the shit out of me, is that people are dying because they don't have good health insurance. And you're not going to get that shit in Obamacare. She told me she has to have everything pre-approved before she could have anything done. So she's about 6 months behind of getting her real treatment. But anyway, I want to say a prayer for Heather. God take care of her. She's just a bubbly bottle of champagne. That's how I would describe her. She's a bubbling bottle of champagne. And I'm 55 and she's only 35 and she's got a 17-year-old and I think she said a 9-year-old or an 8-year-old. You can't take her. My kids are raised. So, you know, the only ones that would miss me is my grown son and my husband. But she has to finish raising up her kids. And she's bubbly and she's fun and she works her ass off. And I'm going to take her prime rib tomorrow night because she has to work. And so do a couple of the younger guys that are working tomorrow night that don't have families in town. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of bring this up. It's Christmas Eve. Media is absolutely fucking insane. Democrats are fucking insane. Trump, stand by your guns, dude. We love you. You know, the only thing I think of right now is I want people protecting him and his family 24/7, 7 days a week. Because these motherfuckers will try to kill you. Look at what Hillary did. What is her body count? 45 now? You know, not including the newest one. What was it? Trump's drug czar. He accidentally shoots himself 3 times in the fucking head. Media never covered that. I found the story on it. I couldn't believe it. All because he sent a memo asking about drug pricing. Where's the media coverage on that? Oh, let's talk about Hillary. Let's talk about Obama. I want Obama and Hillary tried for treason. Because that's what they did. They are actual treasonous sons of bitches. And they should be hung by the neck. Out in the public square. Cut their fucking heads off and stick them on a pole. For the future generation to see. This is what happens when you fucking get dirty in government. Okay? I know that's wild and I'm supposed to be, it's okay, but I'm not okay anymore about this. I'm not okay about this anymore. We need to issue punishment. And it has to be severe. And I'm sick of, just because Comey's gone and Clapper's gone and Brennan's gone, somebody followed their orders. I want them held accountable. McCabe didn't sit in a room by himself and listen in on the Trump campaign. He ordered it out for someone to do. I want to know who the fuck that is. What the team was. How many was in that team. What they did. How they did it. I think we're entitled to know all this, don't you? Same with Uranium One. I want to know why Mueller was chosen as the mule to take cake uranium over to Russia. I want to know why he's not recused himself from any investigation that has to do with Hillary Clinton. Maybe that's why he's not doing it. Maybe that's why he's on Trump. 2 years, $25 million later, and you know what he came up with? Manafort fucked up on his taxes. Cohen, taxi medallions. What has that got to do with Russia? Not a fucking thing. So, I'm glad to see Whitaker taking over the AG's office. Jeff, he got bullied, man. Fucking Kamala Harris, she's a ruthless fucking cocksucker. And she shoved it up his ass 7 ways to Sunday. Because Jeff is a nice guy. He didn't expect that. He didn't know what to do. She had him back on his heels. Worse than anybody else. I would like to go against Kamala Harris. Let's debate, you fucking sorry bitch. I'll put you on your fucking heels. You know why? Because you're a lying sack of shit. Why don't you go back and suck Willie Brown's dick again and see if he'll give you a job in the medical field again. You're never going to be my president. You're never going to be my president. Cory Booger Eater, another fucking loser. Sherrod Brown, another fucking loser. Mazie Hirono, what a fucking pineapple bitch that is. She, you know, you ever watch her in committee? She will not stay on the subject at hand. She'll go off in fucking dickland. Oh, I had cancer in my kidney and I could die. Fuck you. The question was, what is going on at the present moment? And she goes off in fucking dickland all the time, all the time. Nadler, there's another one. Where do you start with these guys? And people voted for, I don't believe you guys voted for these guys. I think they fucking cheated. I think they fucking cheated bad. And I think if we don't get voter ID and thumbprints on mail-in ballots, we're not going to take 2020. We're not going to ever take another election again. Because that's what these guys do, is figure out how many ways they can fucking cheat the American people. That's what they do. That's why they hire what they hire. CrowdStrike, FISA, Christopher Steele, what's the other one? Oh, God. Perkins and Coie. They don't know how to be honest. It's like a Hillary Clinton and Spades times 50 congressmen. All of them are fucking dirty on the Democrat side. There's not one clean congressman on that side. And you know why I can say that? Because I've investigated them myself. I've looked back through their voting records. I've looked back on who their donors are. I've looked back on what they've been busted for with ethic violations, campaign frauds, and all kinds of shit. Democrats are fucking dirty. Okay, you got your rhinos that are fucking dirty too. Senator Burr, Corker, Flake, McCain. That's just the tip of the iceberg. There's another 25 of them that are worthless too. We can take care of them in 2020 because 2018 was the Democrats were on the big chopping block. We didn't do so well because they cheated. They took over California, 55 electoral votes. How did that happen? Called voter harvesting. They changed the laws on how to vote. Can you believe that? That's what they did. I don't see a single thing in the news about it. I mean, it's like hit and miss. They fought for Florida, too. They wanted Florida, and they wanted, what, Stacey Abrams? Bitch, you could kick a fucking field goal between her teeth. What a nasty fucking bitch she was, huh? I'm gonna sue. Oh! And what about the bitch that helped Debbie Wasserman Schultz get reelected? She wants to fight for her fucking job, Snyder? You know, I don't mean to be an asshole here, but why is it that the Democrats and their associates that are black are fucking thieves? Cummings, Lewis, Sheila Jackson Lee, Stacey Abrams, what's the color guy that ran down against Gillum? I mean, is that to get the black vote? So black people have to be corrupted enough to believe a corrupted politician? They want you back on the plantation is the only thing I can figure. I'm black, so you must vote for me. Don't let color fool you. I don't let color fool me either. I'm ashamed to say I voted for Obama the first time. I didn't vote for him the second time because I figured him out pretty quick. He was a fucking smooth-talking car salesman. But it was too late. They were trying to hold the spot for Hillary Clinton. And I don't know. It's just crazy. But we need voter ID, guys, and we need to get on this now. We need voter ID, all 50 states. And if you're going to mail in a ballot, you need a fucking thumbprint. You need something to be able to cross-reference to prove who you are. And a copy of your driver's license. Doesn't take nothing to copy it. You can throw it through your computer at home. Copy it. Ballots can have pre-spots where your thumbprint, like when you're being arrested, you roll your thumbprint. That can be cross-checked. In those voter harvesting. Excuse me. We need to have universal voting laws across the United States. Think about it. Republicans hadn't been in charge in 75 years where they had the House, the White House, the Senate, and the other one. And over the last 75 years, Democrats took over the House, they took over the Senate, they took over the judiciary, they took over the presidency. And everything else has been Puppetville. This has all been Puppetville. Kerry knows Mueller. Mueller knows Comey. Comey knows Rosenstein. Rosenstein knows Bush. Bush knows Jeb. Jeb knows Hillary. It's like this incestuous government. They're incestuous. They're all connected. They're all together. They all cover each other's ass. No wonder Trump is having a hard time. And if it wasn't for people like you and me, and Alex Jones, and Sean Hannity, and Tucker Carlson, and Bill Still, and Dick Morris, and Dan Bongino, and Sarah Carter, and Corey Lewandowski, we'd be fucked. You know? And they're going to fuck us in 2020 if we do not get a voting ID across America. No more mail-in. There was a time they were asking that, well, let's make a law where you can vote online. What the fuck are you talking about? You could have 50 million people over in Australia voting in our shit. Because it didn't ask if you had ID. It doesn't require that you mail in something with a thumbprint and your identification. This is what they're planning. They're planning to steal the 2020 election, and in the meanwhile, keep Trump so fucking tied up with bullshit lawsuits that they know are bullshit. So, anyway, there's my thoughts for tonight. And I know it's Christmas Eve. I want to thank my Lord Jesus Christ for walking through this cancer with me. I want to thank my daughter-in-law for being there when no one else was. I want to thank my neighbor, Burnett, and her son, Matt, for coming over and doing laundry and dishes and feeding birds and water and taking out the garbage and all of that kind of stuff. And I want to thank my friend Daniel and his wife, Tess. Tess was my best friend's daughter, and it's been great to know her. She reminds me so much of her mom. We lost her mom about 5 years ago from alcoholism, and it's been tough on her, but she's married to Daniel, and he's a good man. My son, James, and his wife, Candace, I couldn't ask for a better couple. She's good to him. He's good to her. They're both good to me. And my husband, Dana, he has stood by me through all of this. He's not much of a caregiver. I think it's just his nature. But he loves me, and he's told me that even without boobs, he loves me. And he hasn't filed divorce, so I think things are pretty good after 20 years. My friend Paul and his wife Laura, God bless those two. They would bring me food, take care of the animals, you know, and that's the part about having cancer, is you really find out who your friends are. And my friends, I guess I chose wisely because 9/10 of them were there. Donnie Ray and Wayne. Donnie Ray would come over and clean my house. She would come over and move furniture. When I bought a bedroom set for my husband's room, yeah, I had to start sleeping separately because I was just such an awful mess, and I didn't want to leave it on him. But we put in new furniture in his room and a new rug, and she did all of that. Her and Paul moved everything out, washed it down, brought in the new stuff, put it all together. Donnie Ray, you are my hero. I think that takes care of, those are the people I am blessed by, and that's what I'm thankful for this Christmas, is that I'm alive, that my friends stood by me, that I think I'm cured or damn close to it. I feel great. I'm doing my own stuff again. I do my jewelry making and my glue guns, and I'm creative. I get my best outlets when I'm creative. So anyway, I want all of you guys to know out there that have cancer, you must stay positive. And that has been my key through all of this. No matter what happens, I don't let it eat me up. I think my body is healing. I feel my body's healing. And I say my body's healing. And we'll find out about March. But, you know, when I started looking for videos about cancer treatment and all of that, I always noticed that most people put an end to their videos once they either died or they got cured. And I promised you guys a long time ago, over a year ago, that I would continue doing my videos till my hair grew back, till I got on my motorcycle, and I was headed for Sturgis. And that's August 2019. So you will get videos, all of this, all the way through this. And after that, I think you can look at my other videos. You know I'm a political junkie. And I'm going to stay on top of this because I'm going to help get Trump reelected for a second term. He's doing a great job. I think it's unfair that the media does what they do. I think they're crap. No wonder they hate us conservatives, because truth hurts. And we have a lot of truth on this. So anyway, Merry Christmas. Eat good, pork out good, make your pies, kiss your kids, open your presents. Amazon Jude, out from Wyoming.